let's take a look at the markets. So I got the markets pulled up here. Before we start, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. And if you're new, please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because my videos is jam-packed with gems, and I put you on game on what's going on in the crypto world. So yeah, let's get right into it. So we take a look at the market cap sitting at 1.65 trillion. And that's a pretty healthy number to be at, considering we got, what, 72 days until the halving, the Bitcoin halving. ETH way is sitting at 23% for those who are on that ETH blockchain and want to move around a little bit. You might want to look at the gas fees at the moment. So Bitcoin is currently sitting at $42,800, $889 to be exact. Not too, it's not doing too much right now. Bitcoin is kind of just been in this range for a minute now, and that's just what it is. But so we could take a look at Bitcoin, and you can see here it's 42,894. They have their fear and greed index meter tilting towards going bullish, but it's kind of shaky. Well, right now, the way I feel about the market, I feel as though it does need to just go down like a little bit more just to feed the shorts and get them out the way, and then just rip them off the board with a nice fat green candle, to the upside. And that's what I think about the market. But you can see all the top 100 crypto. Tron is steady at 11. This one we talked about this years ago when it was like a penny, and now look at it as at 11 cent. You know what I'm saying? Tron is, people don't trust the founder, but he's no different than any of the founders of any of these cryptos. So you point the finger at somebody, you might as well point the finger at the whole industry. They all have questionable practices, but at the end of the day, they still create. And he's created a phenomenal blockchain similar to Ethereum, cheaper fees, a little clunky, but you can't get everything. So let's keep it moving. So we're going to talk about the channels, top cryptos that we are dealing with at the moment. And I'm going to start with one that is a little bit controversial, maybe a little bit more controversial than Tron is, but nevertheless, it's still a hot crypto, and it needs some mentioning. And I'm going to mention it right now, and that's Pulsechain. So you could see here that Pulsechain is like in the back of the book, period. Now, one thing about this crypto that I'll say is I had a lot of hangups about Richard Hart and his ecosystem of cryptos, but since I dabbled a little bit like via Zen and made, some significant gains on this blockchain and use some of its products and services, to mention like Pulsechain, PulseX, I believe that exchange is. It's worked for me. It has some little, little flaws that I can kind of point out, but I'm not, just for the sake of how much volatility is in this blockchain as far as the movements. And I just think this has potential. You could put it on your watch list. I think it has huge potential. I don't really believe any of the metrics that they got on CoinMarketCap about it, just because, I can see that their community and how they use it in different applications and different stakes and pools and things of that nature. And I can say that just based off of the amounts of crypto that these people are, transacting in, I could say that I think it's a lot more volume than what they have here. And I believe it could be possibly, I would consider it like similar to Tron. So whatever Tron is doing, I think this can have the maybe somewhere around that 24-hour volume going. I don't believe this is right on coinmarketcap. And just hearing some of the topics that they talk about in the community as far as like how they being treated, the embracement of their crypto into the crypto community by like influence and things of that nature. I just think it's a little bit more to it than what they got posted. But with all that being said, they do have their own ecosystem. They got their own um exchange. And some of the things that's going on in there is kind of dope. And nobody's talking about it. And I guess the CEO of the crypto, he's a very flamboyant character in the space. So I don't think, well, I'm not gonna say I don't think that developers and the heads in the crypto sphere, I don't think they don't respect him on the tech side of things, but I just think they are, maybe turned off about the way he go about a promotion, but he's a marketer. It seems like he's marketed his blockchain. So what can you say about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he's flaunting all the Lambos and all the expensive cars and mansions and things of that nature, at the same time, if you was to look at the work that he's put in, and I've seen him years ago, I never followed him because I was into my own crypto journey at that time. But I could say that I do remember always lengthy videos of this guy talking about every crypto, what they doing wrong. And I always thought like, damn, homie, how you gonna hate on the next developer or the things that they was doing? But at the same time, in those times, it was a lot of like scams and things of that nature. So I could see where, things could have went left. But with all that being said, I'm just saying I got a little long-winded on this one just because it was amazing the gains that I made in regards to just a little amount of crypto that I put in, not too much. And it did some amazing things. So it caught my attention to say the least. So I just thought I'll mention it. And basically, welcome back to the channel, everyone. We got a real quick video for you. I wanted to bring some things to y'all attention about Ken. And as you can see, we got Ken pulled up here on the big screen. It's currently 0.00001723 up to date, 12.86%. 4 zeros after the decimal. Volume, 24-hour volume on this thing is around its range. It's usually this low. So what I really wanted to talk about with this particular crypto is they just like this crypto, people don't know is really popping on Solana right now. Like, I don't think people really I don't think people really giving Ken its due. They have a terrific application in which you can hold Ken, self-custody Ken, in your own Gitco wallet. It's yours. You have the keys. Your keys, your wallet. And some people would say, like, you could do that pretty much on any crypto. This is true. However, not too many cryptos is giving you a self-custody wallet that's actually your wallet, right? Now, has that been completely 100% tested? No, because Ken is really not in the marketing stage right now. They kind of just coming out. But what I thought was really, really important is this right here. So as you can see from this Twitter handle, Axis, They're saying, we believe the timing could not be better. Code, a crypto micropayment startup, raised more than 6 million to make it cheaper to serve paywall posts on internet. Now, the startup raised 6.5 million in seed funding. Well, who seed funded? Let's take a look at this that they just posted. And this is from the head honcho himself. So you can see here it says M13. We're proud to announce our seed investment in crypto payments company at GetCode. Now that's the code, that's the application that uses Kin for payments. Alongside our peers at USV and various individual investors. Code is taking on micropayments, making it possible for anyone, anywhere, to be paid for their online content in increments as low as 5 cents. It's a seamless, consistent, and extremely easy to use solution. The platform is built by a team seasoned experts and Kick alumni, many of whom have collaborated for the last decade. Code is live today. The team has also released a developer platform and will soon be launching a new blogging tool to empower anybody to get paid for their writing. Now that's going to be a nice little thing because, like, for instance, if they can open this up to authors and have some type of uh way for authors to post their books and get paid, this is gonna go berserk. And I'm gonna mention that to Ted. I'm gonna start tweeting about it just to see if that's something that they can consider, because think about it. If you can post your books and your digital, content as far as self-help and things like that, that'll be even more of a, like even more people to cover. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's big, and I think that's why we see this little bump from Ken. But this is just like really nothing, to be honest with you. This is just a short-lived pump, I think, that'll, if they do get a pump from this, just to continue to ride whatever Bitcoin is doing at the moment. And I think like Bitcoin is at a point where it's ready to take off. Like, despite what everybody's saying about, some type of dip, I know there is a situation where it's going to be some type of sell-off soon, but it's not going to be for that much. I think it's for like a few billion, and pretty much the ETFs should be able to cover that. You know what I'm saying? So it's exciting times ahead for all the crypto market. I mean, it's not overdue because we not do anything, but it's just, if this market is going to emerge as a competitive market to the stock market and to like forex and all of that kind of stuff, then it has to be able to have some type of rhythm within like what's going on. Like, so these ETFs not piling in Bitcoin because they just like to pile into Bitcoin. They want to they expect to make money. So that's that's where we at with it. I just wanted to bring that about like Ken, that's a crypto we talk about on this channel. That's one of our top cryptos we talk about on this channel. I just did a little short snippet on Pulsechain. I've added that. But right now, what I'm doing in crypto, I'm just gonna go over to this site called DBZen. We could just sit over there for a minute and I could kick it with y'all about what I'm doing on here. So this time around in this market, um, I'm trying to get in as much DeFi as possible because that's what I kind of missed last run. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like an expert in this, and this is no financial advice, but like I'm trying to grow in crypto, and in order for you to grow in crypto, you're gonna have to get involved. That's just the bottom line. No matter how you look at it. Now you can be the investor type in crypto, and that's all good. Just holding coins and go about your day, and one day, you might have something nice, but that's more speculative, and even though this is a high speculative market, it's still, things that you can do, and you can kind of like create your own value, so DeFi is definitely that lane. So what I do over here is all I simply do, and this is the optimism chain, but they have multiple chains that you can do this procedure on. You know what I'm saying? So the two things that I do is mint, and then when it's time for me to claim, I like to burn that mint. Because let's just be honest, like in the Zen ecosystem, the Zen coin on this, I mean, bad enough the Zen on Ethereum is very low. I think the Zen on Ethereum is probably like 6 zeros, after the decimal, whatever number, pick a number. But that's low, and that's on Ethereum. So these cryptos that 7 and 8 zeros after the decimal, they're not gonna quickly outperform the Zen that's on ETH. That's not gonna happen. Zen is going to always eclipse these cryptos down here. But what you could do to your benefit is you can set really, cheap mints. You paying like on Optimism, I think it's 20 cents per mint. So you can do a couple of mints, to come out in the future, of course. I mean, you can do profitable mints at about 40 days out. So you can mint some Zen and then come over here and burn it and get these rewards, which is DXN. And this is going to be a real scarce token, especially on this chain, because I think it's like maybe 100 and some change days left that this one will stop. You'll stop. You'll no longer be able to mint this crypto. That's going to make everything on this line extremely scarce. So even if right now it's people with billions and billions of coins, those are going to be the ones that make some bread, because once they stop all of this, and you don't get those type of rewards that you can get now by doing the mints, it's just going to be that much more valuable, and especially DXN, because this thing on Pulsechain when it's high, it's like 63 cents, from 8 cents to 63 cents. Now, this thing right here is only like 2 cents. But like I said, with it being so scarce, it can make, I expect this one to make the same run that the Pulsechain DXM ran to 63 cents. So what I'm saying right now, if you can get these at 2 cents and you can pile yours up, earn optimism optimism ETH for staking it, and benefit from the value of this DXN token going up as well. It's like you have multiple ways to earn in this little ecosystem. And that's what I like about this. And shout out to my boy Nakamoto Crypto. I've been watching his content, and that's how I got hip to this. Well, I kind of got hip to this. I was hip to this, but I didn't know the functionality of it. And watching him and seeing how he was maneuvering and doing things, that made me get more into it. And that's why I'm just bringing this up, just to run it across your mental, and you can do your own research and dig in a little bit, and you'll see and start to discover ways that perhaps you can create your own miner, if you will. This is a miner. You can outright buy this token and just hold it and earn. So that's a minoristic function. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the value you pour into here, the more Ethereum you're going to earn in rewards, from protocol fees. But they also have some like NFT functions where you can stake your NFT mints on this site and earn from those. This is like really a dope. I think this is this is going to be what a lot of these contracts are going to be like. You're going to see a whole bunch of mimics just like this, but this is the original, and this is going to be, the one that everybody talks about. And, by that time, it could possibly be, really pricey to get in something like this. And then you're going to go search for the bootleg one and get rugged. So, not to say you don't have the risk of getting rugged on this, but, the creator of this been up for like a year already, just doing the same functionality according to what the coins are worth. But this is a dope site, man. Y'all need to check this out. It's called DB ZenFT, and you can dbzen.org. That's the site, but you can come over here and get busy in the Zen ecosystem. Now I'm gonna show you another little tool that you can use to do the minting process that I was telling you about. And the cool thing about that is you can uh you can do that like in bulk. So, as much money as you got to do the cost of the mints, you can do them. All right, so I got Coin Tool pulled up, and on this one, like I said, you can do your mints here, or you can do them on the Zen protocol. I feel safer, to be honest, on the Zen protocol doing my mints, but I've been using this for almost a year now, and it's been working fine the same way. And I always could get my claims. It could get a little clunky every now and then, but overall, you might just have to wait another day. You still get whatever it is you're doing on here. But so if you come over to the Zen batch minter, this is where you're going to be operating at. You can come in here and put how many days you want to I mean how many number of wallets you want. And you usually should go for the max because the fees are cheap anyway. So, it's not like this is going to be a concern. So you might as well max that out. And then you can also max out the days. But, my little thing that I've been doing is I've been harvesting cryptos and burning them. And you got to do that according to what's going to be profitable. So you got to really maybe experiment a little bit, see how many days work for you, and stay within that range and beyond, because you can always do max mints and get those in the future. And that'll just be a whole bag of coins for you at that time. And no telling what the price might be. The value might be real high at that time as well. But for the meantime, you can just like do profitable mints, short profitable mints, burn them boys and get the rewards and then stake those rewards. So you can do that little trifecta of um functions and see how you can, see how it works for you. And like I said, with prices the way they are, you can do that now cheap before everybody start parading in, and then these fees go up. The same function you could have got for 20 cents today might be $1.50, a few days down the road, months down the road, who knows? But you want to capitalize on today's price, basically, So that'll be the best strategic way to like kind of handle these. And I'm just, trying to give you some jewels to keep your mind focused on the true nature of crypto, which is decentralization of your financial energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to wield your financial energy in ways to manifest what you're trying to do. So this is Coin2 for you. You could go to Coin2, everybody. The Coin2 site. You can Google it, and yeah. So we're gonna go back to CoinMarketCap. Take a look, see where the market at. You can see Bitcoin currently sitting 43,297. Look, just went down, but it's been around this point. I think Bitcoin is gonna. I think it. I think it wants to like take off because that's that's where it's heading. You know, like everything is pointing up for Bitcoin. It's no reason to go back down for these things that people are predicting, like 9,000, 10,000. Why do it need to go back down there? Now, can it go back down there? Why not? You know, but it's Bitcoin and you know it's crypto. It's crypto. I can't even explain it, but what I can explain is in 66 days we got to have it. That's an event for crypto, for Bitcoin specifically. Um, that's a mega event. That's bullish. The ETFs that just passed is bullish, but that money hasn't begun to roll into the system the way it needs to. You know, it's like, you know, that thing is gonna roll in too. And it just hasn't rolled in. It rolled in, but not the way it's gonna continue to roll in. So that's bullish. And you're going to have a whole slew of new retail coming in, getting acclimated to crypto with the functionalities now at this point are much better, right? We beginning to get um some uh judicial clarity, you know what I'm saying? And pretty soon we're gonna get some congressional clarity on Bitcoin and how to operate and you know how to pay your taxes and things of that nature all over the world in different territories. The interpretations are going to be similar, but it's going to be there. That never was there for the existence of Bitcoin to this point. So going forward, all of these things are going to make mad sense, and they're going to start to project forwardness on Bitcoin, you know, and all of that is not in the price today. So, you know, is it some selling, you know, Grayscale selling some of their stuff off and FTX coming in, selling things off, government issuing public statements saying they selling things off. So it's a lot of sell-offs right now, all at one time or back to back or upcoming, you know. So we got to see how Bitcoin handles these things. I mean, Bitcoin is grown now. It's not a kid, like, you know. I don't think it's gonna be doing those dramatic kid moves unless you know something dramatic happens. So other than that, we looking at Ken, you know, we looking at Ken. Ken is definitely on the board. Um, we've been talking about Ken for a long time. All of their ups and downs, their SEC battles, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been rocking because just like watching the moves without before I even knew who the CEO or the team and any of these people were, it was certain things that drew me to Ken, like as far as the name Ken, a real easy to remember name, catchy name, and you will be wanting to know what does it mean or what kind of company is that? Ken, you know, like that's like, you know, it's a little, it has that factor, right? And then I found out what was going on behind the scenes with all of the stuff going on, and the way it came out on the other side, besides just the corniness of their uh social media, their social media game ain't really up to par. They don't have a website. You can make all of this issues, but when you test that application, you get that get code on your phone and you send or receive kin, you see how easy and fast it is, and that's what it's about. So we're gonna keep an eye on that one. We watching Pulse. We just got into the Richard Hart ecosystem. So we're gonna see what's going on in there. I've been like so we might as well go over to let's just do it right now. That's all we're gonna do right now. Right now we're gonna do it. Let's go over to Pulse X or buy other coins that's on a Pulse X or the Pulse, I should say the Pulsechain blockchain. I'm confused, I don't know every particular detail about this, but I do know Hex, Pulsechain, and Pulse X are three cryptos that are in, well, it's more, but those are the three cryptos I'm assuming that Richard Hart created or he and his development team came up with. And there's more coins on this chain, but I don't think he's directly associated with those. So these are the three that I know of, just based off of my research of social media, following that community, which by the way I think is a big community and they're kind of like off the chain too. But you know, I've also watched this crypto Hex for a few years, and I've seen the success that it's had, similar to like what Doge did. So that's pretty big. So as you can see here, we're inside the site. They got like a few things you can do on here. It's a nice site. It's real fluid. I like to use this one as opposed to the Pulse X one, which can be a little bit clunky and timely when you're trying to swap. So I noticed this one was, a lot more responsive, very fast. Transactions go through. But at the end of the day, they're both like the same. This is all the same thing. It's just two different faces, I guess. One got the Pulse X face and this one got the Go Pulse face, but they got the same cryptos and they do the same functionality. So as I go down this road, I'm noticing is things that they're damn near giving away like the Pulse chain and Pulse X if you was to put up some crypto and like stake it or collateralize it or something like that. Whatever you decide to do, it would have to be involving it into their chain. You know what I'm saying? And if for that, they're gonna give you a reward. Similar to the DBZIN. All of this is where crypto is headed to now. It's going to like DeFi where you would sit your money in a bank. You sit $500 in a bank, and at the end of the year, you get $1 or $2, whatever they're gonna give you. In crypto, you sit that $500 in one of these protocols, and every day you're gonna earn something. You're gonna earn that $5, or you're gonna earn that whatever the amount based off of whatever you got in there, however they calculate it. You know what I'm saying? They have like little intricate ways that they calculate this stuff. And the good ones, which apparently this one is, I'm assuming, they have all of the information here with like stats, blocks, bridge, validators. You can look all of this information up on chain right now. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because these are at their birthing stages, so to speak. They're very new. They're very in the beginning-ish kind of, like see right here, this is 270. That's not even a year yet. Look how many online. 2,981 people are on here right now. Damn near 3,000 people. 25.4 million views. So this is an active joint. Like I said, like so but I'm not going to be long-winded like I am. I didn't plan on even talking about as much as I did, but I do want to like just put a video out to let y'all know I'm still out here. I'm still hunting. I'm just trying to figure out a way to bring the content in a better fashion as opposed to just talking about a bunch of different coins that I usually would monitor. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all are not my speed when it comes to crypto, or y'all don't probably know about some of the things I might be talking about. So maybe it'll be a good idea if I just like, narrow it down to how you can get to these points or something like that and just make it like a series. But I'll figure it out. But until the meantime, y'all take it easy, watch your bags, be careful, do your research. Search for also let me do this too while I'm on here. I've been kind of on here messing around on Jupiter. They've been having airdrops and all kind of stuff. So y'all might wanna when it comes to kin specifically, you can get it over here. You can get it on Jupiter, and by doing that, you also make yourself eligible for like airdrops, which is cool because I just got a wind airdrop that was like worth like $50. Not too much, but that's free money. $50. You could take that and buy you some kin. And that's exactly what I did. I just turned it all into kin. And now it's a little bit more than $50 now with kin going up. But anyway, um, that's all. That's all I got for y'all. I will holler at you guys in the next joint. Peace.